Good afternoon, trans fans, and welcome to another Lexitron review. Today I am bringing you a review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class Predaking. Oh boy, isn't that a mouthful, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, but anyway, here he is in his entirety. Here he is in dragon mode with his blasters attached. Now these are you know, I see where they were trying to go with his blasters, with this three-headed dragon kind of motif, and it's a cool idea. It is a cool idea, but I don't think they quite got it with this one. I think they kind of missed the mark. Because to me, they kind of are more of a distraction than an enhancement to the figure, for a number of reasons. I don't like the color that they've gone with here. It's just orange and gray and nothing else. It just is very plain and kind of boring looking, and kind of takes away from the detailing in his head and everything else. So I see where they were going, and I like the idea of what they were trying to do. However, poor execution in my opinion. Now, I'm just going to take them off because I think Predaking looks so much better with them off. Yeah, this just looks so much better. So I'm going to talk about these for a minute. Basically, you know, they're very simple. They have this little lever right here. And you just push it down, and it shoots, and that's it. Very simple, not a bad idea. And I actually do like the sculpt of the little dragon heads on the weapons. I don't know. And this is made of this soft plastic, which they seem to really have grown fond of doing with these figures, and they do. There is some soft plastic on Predaking, but I don't know. Overall, these things are just kind of obnoxious. The color is kind of garish. They just look kind of chintzy and cheap, and kind of more take away from Predaking than anything else to me. So I'm going to be done with these for a minute. Now, Predaking in dragon mode. He just looks cool, guys. He just looks flippin' cool. Doesn't he just look awesome? I mean, he really just does look awesome in dragon mode. I'm pleasantly surprised by how this guy looks. I was not expecting him to look this good. He has some nice detailing, if you can see it. I don't know if it'll show up, but I'm going to try and show you anyway. He does have Cybertronian writing on his legs and his wings. He's got some engraved Cybertronian lettering, and he has some more on his back and other places on his body, which are nice, just nice little sculpted in details. I like the color scheme for the most part. I like the black and orange and the gray. However, on this particular figure, I wish they had just maybe broken up all of this orange and black with maybe some more gold. So I did like the gold detailing here and here. You know, there really is a lot of nice sculpted detail going on throughout the entire figure. And if they just had accentuated that a little bit more with some more paint apps, that would have been great. The thing though that really gets me about this mode is his face. I think his face just looks really cool and legitimately pretty terrifying. This would scare the crap out of me. His mouth does open. In and out, and up and down, and his head does move up and down. His neck moves side to side, so you do get a little bit of motion there. With his head, though, he his head is made out of that soft plastic like the accessories. And I don't really mind the soft plastic too much, but they've gone and done plastic, the same soft plastic with the feet, and on mine, he came in packaged this way. His toe is just warped, and he came that way in package, and it just is part of what happens sometimes when you use soft plastics. So this warping thing really kind of bothers me. I don't like that. So, you know, in the future, as time passes, you know, I don't know, is this going to get warped because it's made of this soft plastic? But it's a minor thing, I suppose. It's a minor nitpick of mine. Because the head really does look fantastic, and he really does look pretty cool in Dragon mode. As far as movement goes, there isn't a whole lot of movement you can get out of him in Dragon mode. His wings go back and forth, and they do flap up and down, so you can make him fly. He does have full frontal and backwards motion with his legs, and he does have an elbow joint here, and he has another joint at the bicep where you can spin it around all the way. And his feet move back and forth here. His back legs, same thing. He's got pretty much full 360 with the back legs, and he has movement here, the elbow. If you don't pull the leg off like I just did, he does have back and forth here, but that's the only joint back there in the leg. And the tail doesn't move at all. The tail just doesn't move at all. That's about it. So, you know, as far as posing goes, I mean, you can come up with some different things in Dragon mode, but I mean, he's kind of limited. Now his tail is actually a weapon as well. This thing is like some kind of flaming dragon tail sword. They call it a dragon tail sword, but it's a nicely sculpted, you know, weapon. The gold on the back is a nice little touch. Other than that, though, it's kind of a boring thing, and you know, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of cool that they've made the tail double as a weapon. Kind of lazy too, though, at the same time. I don't know. But it's a good way to give the tail some length, I guess. So, so there's that. But I'm going to leave this off because we're going to get ready and transform him, so we'll bring this back in a minute. So anyway, Dragon mode. There he is. Pretty cool, right, guys? Pretty cool.